right, good morning. Hello, good morning. Anyone coming into this after the fact for sure. Got early, it's 4:52 a.m. because I am an obnoxiously early riser. I've got my coffee here, I've got water here. Maybe at some later point I'll get some bourbon, but not yet. So. Delicious coffee. I don't actually put creamer in my coffee. I put hot cocoa powder in it because I find you really don't need a whole lot, and it gives it a wonderful sort of, it sweetens up the coffee a little bit, but you're not adding a whole bunch to it. I'm not saying that cocoa powder is healthier than creamer, I'm just saying that I don't tend to use as much of it. It's really good. Some hot coffee, get your beverage of choice, let's go. So we're gonna jump back into our hardcore mode, which I gotta find down here. Now last we left off, I was hanging out with Cyphreeze and it was a ton of fun. And we were just sort of making our way through the game. We ended up rabbit trailing a whole bunch into various topics. So if you are interested in just a hodgepodge of various nerdy topics, go check that out. But when we last left off, something pretty significant happened. Another ship radioed in and told us that they were going to come pick us up. And when we went to the spot on dry land to be rescued, we found this gargantuan alien structure, and it turned out to be some sort of energy weapon, and it destroyed the other ship. So that was pretty horrendous to see. In fact, I think I kind of want to take a screenshot of this for the, there we go, screenshot saved. There's an actual mechanic in the game where you can take pictures, and you can't see it because it's dark, but it comes back later. So yeah, so what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna this is hardcore mode, so if I run out of food or water or oxygen, the game is permanently over. I cannot recover this save, basically. And what I'm gonna do is well, actually, part of me wanted to hang out for a bit, give people a chance to pop in and see if Cyphreeze was going to come back in, but I'm not 100%, so that's an interesting... It's not a perfect game by any means. Glitch. But yeah, well, let's do this. Let's explore around the island a little bit, because we're here and we've got this giant energy weapon. We've got this weird... I scanned it and I got some titanium, so there was a weird purple thing there. So now the mystery deepens. Thus far, I think we've figured out, so we've crash landed on this planet, and we found the long ago abandoned remains of another survivors. There was a Bart and Paul Torgal, and there was a Marguerite, who was a mercenary, and they were crash landed here too. So between them, the Aurora, which was our ship, which the remains of which are that way. Yep, that's our lovely ship, and glow in the dark fish. Oh, thank you. So clearly something is continuously shooting these ships out of the sky. We don't entirely know what it... Well, we know what it is. We saw it happen, but we don't understand it. Like, why it's here, what it's doing, or anything. So we're going to explore around this island a little bit to kind of figure out... Can I reach you, Skyrite? Nope. Okay. We'll try and get some scans for Skyrite later. These trees, these are bulbo trees, and they are really good food. We have a radiation suit on? Okay. I haven't picked up this save for a week, so... And I have another save that I'm playing just for my own enjoyment alongside. That's not hardcore, so that I can come and go from it. And crab. I hate crabs. Oh, that crab has big green splotches on it. Okay. Crab. Oh, gosh. Oh! They're a die. Oh my gosh, you guys are the worst. Let's scan him. Cave crawler. Specimen with symptoms of infection. Oh, that's the green blobs. Organism is displaying signs of a bacterial infection. Bright green blisters are forming networks around the infection sites. Pathology suggests a waterborne bacterium capable of penetrating the body through the skin and respiratory system. Underlying indications of genetic mutation and aggressive behavior. The bacterium itself is unlike any so far recorded in human exploration. Warning, may be contagious. Avoid. Do not under any circumstances consume the flesh. Well, that sounds joyous. Lovely. Oh, self-scan. I can do a self-scan. Okay, hold on. Whoops.
Self-scan complete. Foreign bacteria count has reached statistically significant levels. No adverse effects detected. Be vigilant for symptoms.
Darn, I was afraid of that. Here we are reading about an infective cave crawler, and then we ourselves are infected. It said bacteria as opposed to virus, but I highly doubt it's just restricted to land. What in the world is that? Oh, that's lithium. Okay, ooh, I hear you, crab. Don't you attack me. I hear you crawling around in the dark. Oh, cool. We picked up some lithium. All right. I hear him crawling around in the dark, and it's terrifying. Oh, look, there's another infected one. Oh, shale. Let's pick up some shale. Oh, more lithium. Yay. Our inventory is actually pretty full. Ow. In case you're wondering, I don't play FPSs. My aim is not that great. My limit of FPS style gameplay is like Fallout 3, which was actually a really good game, mind, but I don't think it counts when I used VATS all the time. In fact, do we have from all of that shale? We do not have any diamond that we've picked up. So I don't know that I need more lithium, but I do want more diamond. So if we see shale... Oh. Well, we've entered Stargate. Congratulations. I don't need gold. I have gold. I don't need gold. Ow. Did that gold trip me up? That gold totally tripped me up. I don't need lithium either. Ow! Crabs! That was a lucky hit, I feel. Actually, we're gonna drop off one of these and one of these. I know, but we need to maintain 4 open slots. I'm gonna drop off some quartz too. There. Minimum, we have to maintain 4 open slots because while on the island, the bubble trees are your good backup. You know, you basically can just... Oh, I can scan this. Alright. I can scan the Stargate. Oh, excuse me. Alien Arch. I stand corrected. Arch's structure is intended purpose is unclear. Theories on function. Ceremonial, religious, industrial applications, advanced transportation, assessment. Further research required. I mean... Advanced Transportation Network. I'm gonna put my eggs in that basket. I'm gonna place my bets on Advanced Transportation Network. Oh, insert ion cube. I don't have an ion cube, do I? I don't believe I have anything called an ion cube. Nope. No ion cube, yeah. But I will continue to peruse around for some shale chunks. Oh, it's a good morning. Good morning for coffee and some relaxation after all the holiday rush. Though I hope everyone's holidays were good. I know a friend of mine, a really good friend of mine, is going through some really tough times right now, and it's really unfortunate that it should all happen for them in, around, and through the holiday times. But we do what we can to support them. And that's what you gotta do. You gotta be there for your friends as much as you can. The way they leap into the air. I just want to take some of the footage of me attempting to hurt these creatures and them flopping all around the air and the screen and just put it to the thieving magpie. That would be a very appropriate soundtrack. Ow! If you don't know what the thieving magpie is, go look it up and you will instantly know what it is. Well, pretty much everybody knows the tune, just not everybody knows that that's what it's called. Ugh, whatever. Let's just get out of here. Oh, can I go? Is that... Oh, shell chunk. There's a shell chunk. We did say we want those. Yoink. Oh, diamonds. Okay, I'll take that. I'll take the diamonds. Wink. Oh wow, there's a ton of shell down here. Holy crap. You go. Ow! Yep. Alright, let's get out of here. We can find shell elsewhere. In fact, let's take a med kit. That's our last med kit though, so we should be careful. Hi, Mr. Titanium. Side note, I know you're there if I ever need to come back for you. Oh, there's more shell. Oh, fine. It's lithium. I don't want lithium. More shell. Only if it's diamond. You know, not every game is such that you reveal a piece of gold and you kind of just look at it and then shrug and walk away. Let's continue up. Let's see what's up here. I don't know that I ever really come this way that often. Let's see here. You know, this would be a nice spot for a little house. If I was into building on land bases. Okay, I can't scan the sky right. They are very hard to scan because they fly. Oh, this is just a dead end. Well, no resources or nothing. Cool view, though. Cool view of the ship. You can actually see it a lot better in the daylight. It's leaking radiation like crazy, and it exploded at one point, which, you know, it was shot down by an energy weapon, presumably. So, that makes sense. Well, we went all in and around the mountain to take a look at what was good. Did we go here? I think this just leads back down to the same place where we were. Oh, and it's filled with crabs. Never mind. Just, nope. Do I have to go down there, or is this that ledge I walked up on? No, I have to go through there. Knife at the ready. Infected crabs. That sounds so terrible out of context. Ah! Oh! Running. I mean, in the time that I've been exploring these caves, with them just nipping at me, I managed to lose like half my health. These buggers are dangerous. Oh, I can't. Inventory full. Okay. Ooh, grumble. Grumbly semi. We're gonna drop some titanium, because titanium is pretty readily available. Okay. No, because our food and water are about equal levels. So if I eat the fish, I'm kind of just wasting food at that point. Should have water with me, though. I'm a little bit perturbed that I don't have water with me. This was poor planning on my part. Alright, so now we have the structure itself. Let's go take a deep dive into that. I'm sure there's a bunch of stuff to scan in there, and of course that could help fill in some of the gaps as to what the heck is going on here. I mean, it's one thing to encounter alien stuff, but this is so... It's like it's been long abandoned. So it kind of makes you wonder, like, what happened to them and what is such that there's this energy weapon that's preventing anyone from coming and going to the planet. Because that's the assumption, is that if it's shooting down all of the other shit... Well, it shot down the Sunbeam, and the Sunbeam was trying to rescue us. All of the ships that it seems to have shot down are incoming ships, so I guess we don't 100% know that it would be outgoing ships, but we don't know. It could be. You know, why risk it? Need to investigate this weapon first. So we found this area. This is where we started, but we can see it now because it's daytime. Oh, we can scan the force field controller. Promising. No known technologies. Device matches no known technologies and is likely alien in nature. Power is being routed via the terminal to the nearby force field. The technology is far beyond anything encountered before by the Federation. Nonetheless, there's a good chance it functions like a regular lock and only requires the correct kind of key. I wonder what kind of key it needs. All right, well, that took care of the force field. Let's go inside. So there's...
Scans indicate this structure is composed of a metal alloy with unprecedented integrity. No match is found in database. Performing structural analysis.
Alloy never before seen. Side note, look at the doors. Doorways? I wonder if these creatures are very large in size. Except for the force field, the controller was low to the ground. So maybe, maybe not. I don't know. I kind of dig their green aesthetic, but I feel like living in a place like this would make me slowly miserable. Like a raised area. There we go. Yeah, large, tall. Then again, you know, even though humans are small, we build tall structures. You know, look at like medieval cathedral churches and various other ancient buildings and the like. So just because the buildings and the doorways are tall might not mean that they themselves are tall. Data terminal.
Resistance is fertile.
What? What? Nostalgic for Doom. Good morning. Good morning. And is it Cyphrees? I've been calling it Cyphrees this whole time, but I don't know that that's actually correct. Seraphis? It's supposed to be Seraphis, isn't it? I've been pronouncing it wrong this whole time in my head. I'm so terrible. I'm so sorry. I'm not sure what that futile and then the trumpet noise. I am not entirely sure what that is. I've never heard that before, but let's go to the... Oh, here's the stuff for the purple tablet. Carbon-based devices lighter than it looks. Features a symbol with resembles a U. Despite onboard power still functioning, algae growth on the exterior indicates it was abandoned by hundreds, perhaps thousands of years ago. Seraphis. Okay, I'm going to remember it now. While the technology is far beyond Federation levels and there's no obvious way to interface with it, it should be nonetheless possible to fabricate a precise physical copy of the device if necessary. So it's totally alien. We've never heard of it before. We've never seen it before. The structure is made out of an ally that we don't know exists in terms of Federation space. But don't worry, if you lose it, we can make a copy. Right? I've never heard that before. I don't even know if that was the game or what. I have legit never heard that little saxophone beats, and I've never heard the voice go, "Resistance is futile" before. That, like, in all the hours I've played this game, I've never heard that. So I'm not sure what that was. But what I'd really like to find is the data downloads, terminal data, alien data terminal. Okay, that was the thing that we just walked up to when we got that beautiful solo. Discovered inside an alien facility, it's not possible to translate any useful information, but scans have returned some information on the device itself. It's a solid-state computer, though there's no clear way to interface. Project began producing a low-frequency radio wave containing complex but recognizable data patterns. It's likely the alien species which designed this evolved or genetically selected sensory apparatus to hear and understand information being broadcast by the device and to communicate back. The mental processing power required to perform this kind of telepathy would imply the designers were considerably more physiologically developed than the common human. Further research required. Okay, so they're telepathic aliens. But I like how the game it goes into all of that detail. You know, I can stand here and go, all right, they have mind powers, they're aliens. Okay, good, and skip past it. But that the designers thought up of that level of description is pretty great. Let's see here. We came from up there, so we're gonna go down here. Scan before touch. Scan before touch. We're wary of random moving things. Oh, ion cube. This was the thing that we need for the Stargate. Likely grown artificially. Cubic appearance suggests has been cut from a large deposit. Noted. Contains the equivalent ionic energy of 5 kilotons of TNT. Gee, I wonder what they're using to fire down the ships. Under the right conditions, energy could be released in a controlled manner, likely used as batteries, valuable energy source. Okay. Well, now we know how to power the Stargate at the very least. So we'll take that.
Analysis of the patterns on the walls cannot ascertain whether their purpose is aesthetic or functional. Further data required.
Alright, we're gonna keep going because it looks like we're burning through water really rapidly, and I don't have any water stuff with me. Oh, I get to pick up another one? Alright, I'll take another one. Boink. Although that means I'm gonna have to drop some more titanium.
Unknown language. Attempting translation.
Enforcement platform. That's one way to call it. Dataset appears to be a multi-dimensional schematic of some kind. By mapping the pattern to 3-dimensional space, it's possible to gather a basic understanding of this facility's internal workings. Construction material is identified as an ultra-hard, non-reactive metal amalgam synthesized from off-world materials. This is no indication that can be there is no indication that it can be damaged or destroyed by available means. So we can't blow it up and take care of it that way. A bit of the Borg vibe from Star Trek, known for saying resistance is futile. Still odd, though. Yeah, I kind of like it, though. Honestly, the designs remind me a lot of circuit boards and circuitry. So it's interesting that the PDA would point out that they can't tell whether it's functional or aesthetic, because it could just be their personal preference, but it does remind me an awful lot of the visual of circuit boards. Let's see, power. So the schematic indicates the facility was to be powered by a separate, self-sustaining power plant located elsewhere on the planet. Location is not listed, but there's evidence that designers intended to harness the planet's natural thermal energy. So we can't blow it up to prevent it from blowing up spaceships. We can't turn the power off unless we go to wherever that power plant is or disable the connection. The facility consists of upper engineering section where the schematic was found and a control room, which is accessed via a security sealed elevator shaft, a separate underwater moon pool. The control room in the lower section houses the only known way to interface with the facility. However, the schematic does not detail the operation procedure or any security measures. So basically, if we don't shut this down, no ship can come and go from this planet, as we've evidenced or theorized. I mean, certainly no incoming ships. And then we can't...
The probability of interfacing with this facility is achieved by accessing the control room in the lower section.
Oh! Basically, the PDA reinforcing what we just read in case we didn't read it. Well, that's what I call an elevator. It did say elevator shaft. I was just, you know. She did say elevator. Oh. Underwater moon pool. Whoa. That is it still blows my mind every time I see it how massive this is. This is a moon pool. Sucker is like meters deep. That is a moon pool. That is a fit an entire ship in here. Small vessel maybe might be a more correct term. I don't know. I am not a sci-fi junkie, but so big. All right, so we're gonna go. So that goes just out. Let's see. So the control room is supposed to be around here. The control room's lower down. Oh gosh, part of me wants to go get more stuff off the island because we're like halfway through our water already. Can we go out the moon pool and come back through the moon pool? Let's see. Instead of going through the whole facility. We don't have any water on us, and we will take damage if we don't. Is that the elevator? Did we come that way? Yeah, that's the elevator. We came that way.
Passing 100 meters. Oxygen efficiency decreased.
Oh. Oh, there's more down there. There's another gate down there. Okay. There's another gate down there. There's the moon pool. There's our Seamoth. 300 meters that way. Well, let's see if we can pop up to the island. Grab some caves and stuff down there. He looks happy. He sounds happy. He better not be chasing me. Oh my gosh, that's kind of terrifying. Please don't be chasing me, sir. The fact that you just swam where I was swimming is a little unnerving. And I don't have a... Well, we could bring the Seamoth around. I could just go get the Seamoth real quick and then we can go into the moon pool. I just am really a little terrified of running out of supplies. Alright. We have 4 inventory spaces. We do not. Sorry, Titanium, you have to go. That is a big tree. Wow. Bulbul trees are really high in hydration too, compared to other foods. H2O plus 10, food plus 8, they're pretty balanced. They're kind of the saving grace of being on the islands. And as you can see, we can kind of just farm them. I mean, eventually it will run out, but speaking of, let's go into our beacon manager here and turn off that silver that we marked. Proposed Dagazi habitat, 500 meters down. Okay, so that was when we investigated the ruins in the purple caves and found out that they went even deeper. In fact, in one of the audio logs, the Marguerite Oh, what was the growl? Oh, that was the purple thing. So when I looked down and I looked at that like purple squiddish looking thing and I said, he looks angry, he was making the noise. Let's see, there is the... Where is that other gate? That thing. That thing down there, which I'm deliberately trying not to get too close to. That was the thing that made the noise. That noise. Spoiler alert, we do not like the purple thing. No. We don't like the purple thing. But right now, we don't know anything about it, truthfully. We just know that it makes a loud noise and seems to do that thwomp thing where it disappears, and it's very scary. Alright, so now let's continue with up in here now that we've got... Look at how much... Maybe I didn't fill us all the way up with water. Alien rifle. Strong resemblance to human weaponry in form. This device must have been designed with a humanoid user in mind. Whether the aliens that built this structure were themselves humanoid or otherwise employed the use of humanoids is unclear. What is clear is that they considered defending this facility a necessary precaution. There's no obvious way to remove the rifle from the case. I like the additional thought pattern of they could be humanoid and it could be their rifle, or they could have used humanoids. You know what? I think we'll ignore the cube for the moment, but we know this facility is here. We can... Oh, there's another room over there. We know this facility is here. We know the cubes are here. We know we can come and go via the moon pool, aside from purple thing. Oh, here's another gate. Now, the last gate we found, there was a little place, and it asked us to put in an ion cube. Excuse me. Alien arch. It's technically called an alien arch. But I call it a gate, because, I mean, come on, look at it. Look at it and tell me that's not a Stargate. What other conclusion could you possibly draw? I certainly don't draw any other conclusions from that. Alright, so let's try going up the stairs. Ramp? I shouldn't say stairs, ramp. See purple light over there. I see purple light over there. I think I know what that's about. Yeah. Now this purple thing we do like. Pick up purple tablet. Okay. So I'm pretty sure the designers would put that there if they planned on having us open another door. Oh, hello. What are you? Alien device. Doomsday device. Scans indicate this device contains enough potential energy to destroy the entire planet, along with most of the solar system. Fortunately, it has malfunctioned. Or the structure scans being that enter and it reconstructs security weapons into those usable by... Oh, there's a thought that the structure is essentially smart enough that it can just know when you walk in, oh, you're a human, and create what it needs. How does my PDA know that it's malfunctioned? I like how it says that. Fortunately, it's no longer functional. Like, how do you know that? I mean, they have a weapon. They have a battery with the equivalent. It's just a AAA to them, according to the PDA, that has the equivalent of 5 kilotons of TNT. They have...
indicate the facility's control room lies beyond this doorway.
Yeah. Yeah, we're putting in our key. We're putting in our key. Yeah, this species was able to harness energy. They're using the planet's core somehow to power this whole facility. They have enough firepower to shoot down any ship, even a ship the size of the Aurora that comes in. They have a, doomsday device just kind of sitting off in the corner, like in the junk drawer. Okay, this is clearly the... Yeah. This is clearly the... You see what I mean about how it looks like circuitry? And like these almost look like, what is it, transistors, like on a motherboard? That's what it makes me think of. I suppose yes, I suppose I can part with one doomsday device and still be feared. Futurama. I love that show. We have seen every episode multiple times. Oh, here, let me scan it before I interact with it. Energy core. Energy core. This device houses energy equivalent to 100 MT nuclear detonation, which can be channeled through the facility and directed at vessels overhead or bent around the planet's gravitational pull to strike targets in orbit. The power is routed via the attached terminal, allowing for the device to be deactivated if necessary. It's currently operating without parameters, suggesting it will target any ship within range, which is kind of the conclusion that we came to with all of the ships. Okay. Well, we need to shut it down, so...
The control panel is broadcasting a message. Translation reads, "Warning, infected individuals may not disable the weapon. This planet is under quarantine."
Okay. So that's why...
Background broadcast. Downloading summary to databank.
Intercepted background data regarding further alien facilities elsewhere on the planet. Disease research facility, 800 meters down, in a cave system with extensive fossil record, southwest of enforcement platform. Live specimen study, objective, synthesis of antidote for highly infectious bacterium designated Kara. That must be the bacteria that we have. And the bacteria that the crabs have, Kara. Thermal power facility, 1,200 meters down. Location inside an extensive natural rock formation inside area of intense volcanic activity. Generate energy for all local facilities. Sanctuary A, data. Sanctuary B, data corrupted. Offsite laboratory corrupted. Primary containment facility corrupted. In event of an outbreak, quarantine procedures will be automatically enforced with immediate effect. The quarantine enforcement platform will target all incoming and outgoing craft to prevent spread of infection off-world. So that kind of puts a whole different context on the concept of them shooting the ships down. Maybe the internal structure serves as components of the weapon system, like you're walking inside an M4 carbine rifle. Well, maybe. The PDA, who has been incredibly knowledgeable about all things alien thus far. Plague Planet. Oh, are we going to start calling it Plague Planet? Actually, I I believe this was in the first stream, so I don't know if you caught it, and I probably just skipped right past it out of habit. But when you very, very first land on the planet, you get a data download into your PDA with the name of the planet. And so we're going to, you can tell I've been not reading some of these. All right, advanced theories. Oh, specimen. We did see specimen with symptoms of infection. And we did a self-scan earlier and found out that we were infected. Geological data. Okay, here you go. When you very, very first start the game, when you land on the planet, you get this. 4546b. So that's technically the name of the planet. Category 3 ocean planet, oxygen, nitrogen atmosphere. May support Leviathan class predators. Water contaminated with high levels of foreign bacteria. Planet is beyond Federation space. Rescue unlikely. So even from the get-go, they tell you, hey, something's kind of in the water here. But I mean, per what Marguerite said, you're in a water planet. I mean, Bart and Paul and Marguerite tried to survive in an overland habitat. Oh, we already went over there. And they were not succeeding very well. And we ourselves have been doing really well by keeping alive and all of that by sticking to the water. So it's just unfortunate that the foreign bacteria is now becoming a problem.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
And yet, the local life is still persisting. So... Oh, you hear that roar? It must be nighttime. That roar that you're hearing in the background, that very faint roar, that is a Leviathan class predator. Oh, it looks really cool at night, though. What is in the water at night? I missed a word there, but I'm assuming what is in the water at night? The same thing that's in the water during the day, you just can't see it. Wow, our life pod is... Oh, did we go around the long way? Oh, that sounds really loud. Oh, did I end up getting close to him? So the thing about that roaring sound you hear is that you will hear it when you're basically in the predator's territory. So if you don't hear it, then, he's not around. But if you hear it, then he's somewhere. But the volume and intensity of the roar does not change regardless of how close he is to you. So you could just hear it and it sounds like it's distant and you're like, oh, well, he's here somewhere, and you keep going and then you turn around and he's like in your face, or he grabs you from behind so you don't actually see him, you just go straight into the animation. So it can be pretty scary. And as you saw, the water's pitch black at night. So unless you're familiar with the game, familiar with the map like I am, if you were totally brand new at this, you would just be flying, you would just be hearing that, not knowing what it was, flying into straight blackness with nothing but like your beacon in front of you. It can get pretty terrifying. And even when I'm playing this game alone and I'm not, talking to people or anything, I can get so like focused, like when I'm hearing the sea moth and you're just cruising along and you're very focused and it's super dark and all of that, and then something will bump your sea moth and it's really loud. It genuinely has made me jump, even though I know the game. I will jump and exclaim. I'm just like, ah, because it scares you. It jump scares you. Okay, so first things first, let's take the bleach that we have, turn it into radio message.
Playing partially translated broadcast.
9 new biological subjects designated. Mode: hunting, friends with other agents.
Oh, that's nice. That's lovely. I'm gonna go out on a limb here and say that that guy wasn't friendly. Okay. We are kind of getting to the point where we need to seriously, we need to build a base. We've got way too much stuff. We need to start seriously thinking about, oh, I had diamond. Oh, darn it. You know, we need to start base building. Because, yeah. So, I'm going to pop that little jelly thingy in there for the moment. Oh, we've got ion cubes. Can we... I'll take the copper. Trade you the copper for an ion cube. And I'll trade you some of this lead for an ion cube. Because we can come back for the ion cubes. And I don't know that I really need a ton of lead. What do we have? Oh, we'll take one of these. We have some spares. Yeah, we have some spares just in case, but I want one on us. We need some salt so that we can get some more bleach so we can have water on us. So we're just going to do a little bit of... we're just going to go to the grocery store real quick. We're just going to run down the street. Now, since you're on with me, you can have some input about where and how we build our base. So the first question I'll ask you, although I stated earlier that I was going to stick to the original Subnautica, environment. So basically I wasn't going to use any of the rooms that they added later. I was going to stick to only the rooms that they had kind of in the original release of the game. Salt. But if the shout out votes me, then we could do that, I suppose. Kind of 6 1 1/2 dozen of the other. I've done both. Oh. And then the next question is, where do we build our base? Now, typically, especially on first-time playthroughs, typically base building happens in these red grass biomes. It's called the red grass biome because of the, well, red grass. And usually bases are built around here because this is a generally peaceful environment. And there's a lot of resources. And there's 2 or 3 different... There's at least 2, if not 3, different red grass biomes. So this is one of them. There's one where the entrance is by the purple caves, which is where I often build my base. Now, you can build your base technically anywhere. We can even go up on the land and build it up there if we want to. But I like building it in the red grass areas because if you build it too close to the surface, then every time you need to go deep, you have a long trek to go. So building it in a little bit more deeper area kind of gets you a little bit closer to where you're going to spend a lot more of the game. But as you saw, or if you remember the different pods that we were rescuing, all the different pods that we've gone out and rescued thus far are basically little examples of... Oh, I need to get coral. All the pods we've been rescuing have been little examples of the various biomes. So... while I'm getting some water together, if you have some sort of preference about where you'd like to build the base, or if you'd like to use the OG stuff or the new stuff, let me know. Otherwise, I'm probably just gonna, if I don't hear back, I'm probably just going to build it kind of how I always do, where I always do. Stick to the original and build in the deep area. All right. Chat has spoken. I do need to make some water though, because holy crap. All right. All right. So we're good there. In fact, if we get more salt. Okay. So now the next thing we need to do is plan a little bit. So if we whip out our habitat builder, which looks a little bit like an eyeball poker. I don't know why, but okay, so we have a moon pool where we can store our sea moth. I think I'm going to start with that. Yep, because it's going to come out that side. Okay, I think I'm going to start with that because if we have somewhere to put the sea moth, we can always put lockers and stuff inside the moon pool, but that way we've got somewhere to put our sea moth. And then we can kind of design around it because the moon pool is going to probably be big. So we need 2 ingots, lubricant, and lead. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So we do not have enough. We don't have enough. So let's drop off the magnetite. But we still got 4. So let's pick up some more scrap metal. I think I saw some just around the corner or whatever. We can even scan. Nope, we've already been scanned. Is it over here? Yeah, it was over here when we went to get the salt. Of which I can pick up more salt if we need more salt. So we're burning through water very quickly. Scrap metal! Where are you? Scrap metal? Go figure, I drove past some earlier and now I can't find any. Or was it down here? We will need that quartz. Spoiler alert, we're gonna need the quartz. Gasopod, you be quiet. Gasopod. Hang out here for a minute. Always the way. Always the way. To everyone else popping in, hello, good morning. Welcome to the adventure. Glad you could hang out with us. Here's some scrap metal. Oh, okay, hold on. Rarity in this game is probably not what you think. Like, gold is not very rare, and so does not need to be kept. Lithium, also not super rare, does not need to be kept. Silver, on the other hand, fairly rare, definitely needs to be kept. Oh, and there was some... I went right over... Ah, I went right over it. Darn. Thank you, Gasopod. Scuddly. Alright. Alright. We need 2 ingots. Shunk. Alright, let's process this salvage and get our ingot. Granted, that's going to free up some inventory space because a titanium ingot is 10. Oh, we can make plastisteel already. Wow. Oh yeah, we have lithium. So yeah, that clears up a bunch of space. So we can fit 2 more salvages in here. And let's see, what else are we going to be building? So the moon pool, 2 titanium. We also need a lubricant. We will need a way to power it. So at minimum, we're also going to need an additional 2 titanium and 2 quartz and 1 copper. Do we have any quartz in our thingy here? No. Although I could drop off 2 of these lead and then pick 2 more out of here. That's what I'll do. I'm just going to drop off the 2 lead and then pick some up out of here. What that's going to do is free up 2 of those and I can like drop off like these batteries or so. Well, we want to keep a battery on us maybe. Yeah, diamond. We'll drop off 1 of the diamonds. We need to, we'll free up some inventory space. Let's go get our lubricants and simultaneously... There's quartz in there. Okay, we're gonna do it this way. Because I know there's quartz in here. Quartz. We don't need more copper. We should not use that method. Never mind. I I knew that there was quartz in here, so I thought, oh, I could get quartz and then I could get all the limestone chunks and then we'd be good to go. But limestone chunks also give you copper, and we're good on copper for the moment. Of which I swear they changed the spawn rates on that, because back when I was first playing, copper was way, way, way more difficult. So, like, I would not have a whole inventory full of copper. That just would not happen. Ow. Note to self, when you pop out of your sea moth and you're going at speed, it will hit you. Okay, we need lubricant, which means seeds. Cluster seeds. Here we go. Boop. We should have room for one more. Find some scrap metal. There we go, scrap metal. It's not death metal, it's not Norwegian metal, it's scrap metal. Oh, my inventory really is full, isn't it? Dang. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's only gonna yield me 4, so I'm gonna be shy. I can't believe I'm doing this, but it's time to let go of some copper. Oh. Past Tori is crying a little bit at that. Let's see, copper. Let's drink. There we go. Whole way is the way. Excuse me, pardon me. Kathunk, kathunk, dead fish. Dead fish. Dead fish. Dead fish. The in the recap for one of the Acking episodes, Morgan Webb goes, dead fish? Perkins goes, dead fish. Packed dead fish. Some titanium. Now we do not want to turn that quartz into glass, because we don't need glass, we need quartz specifically. Okay. Okay, so now, let's see, there's the ship. That's northeast. Based on, oh, it's not past Tori that needs to worry about the copper, it's future Tori. You make a good point. You make a good point. Lol, dead fish. No, that's true story though. You know, you're in a survival situation. It's like we can't afford to be, you know, we gotta be on point. We gotta be focused on what we're doing, especially in hardcore mode. We gotta be focused. So now when we were on the island earlier in the stream and we were looking at that ship, we were seeing the front end of the ship. So I'm pretty sure like that's the enforcement platform over there. What was it? Southwest of the enforcement platform. Southwest of the enforcement platform. So the other facility, 800 meters down or 1,200 meters down. Well, there's two. One 800 meters down, one 1,200 meters down. And it said southwest. So methinks if that's the direction we're going to have to go, plus the Degassi habitat's also that direction. So we have enough for, let's see, do we have 2 titanium? Yep, copper, dut, and then dut, and then dut. We should have Moonpool. I should have wrote this down. I do have a notebook next to me too. Moonpool. Yep, we have everything. So we should head southwest. Southwest. And we'll see if there's a red grass area this way. I've tried building in other biomes too in the past, and I usually come up with a ton of headaches. So we're just going to avoid headaches. We're just going to go with what we know works. Pardon me, excuse me. It's like a... Oh, what's that? The name of that guy that does that? Ron White. joking about his buddy going hunting, and he says, I don't need to go hunting. If you slow the bullet down to 55 miles an hour, put headlights and a horn on it, the deer will jump in front of it. And if you live anywhere where there's deer, you get it. Okay. This is a neat little pillar. Now a moon pool, you go under and then you go up and then you go into the moon pool. So we should probably build the moon pool like next to something. Kind of hard to see in the dark. Wish it was daytime. I feel like we kind of want to build the moon pool next to something so that the moon pool can be up off the ground, so to speak, but so that the house or base has something to sit on. I say house, but base has something to sit on. Oh. You know what? I don't think I've ever built in this red grass biome. That wreckage, I mean, it looks familiar, but I don't think I've ever built in that. But we did say we wanted to go southwest, so it's over here. Is this more? This is more. It's a cool looking canyon. We could build the moon pool over the canyon. Ooh, yeah, that's pretty. Great comedian. Oh, good. Someone else knows who I'm talking about. Yeah, Ron White. He's pretty good. I haven't seen him for years, but that is a neat looking canyon. Part of me wonders if we should build the moon pool like over the top of that. And then we could build the house on like on this little platform, or like on this little platform right here. So you think I should build the... Now, I do need to have enough room. Let's see. I kind of want to build the moon pool over the top. Like, over the top of the canyon. And I want to make sure there's enough room next to it. Well, it's too narrow there. Or it's too shallow there. It's got to be over this deep part. I think that little platform might be enough. Ooh, wreckage. Yeah, let's build here. All right, all right. So, let's see. Flip. Okay. Okay, so that
100 meters.
My
efficiency decreased.
Yeah. Okay. So the way that the moon pool works, stop. The way whoop. Let's try this again. That little dealy bob that's spinning. Come on. Nope, 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 nope. That little dealy bob that's spinning determines where every time you park your Seamoth, you get out on one side because of the animation. And I want to basically line it up so that... Thanks, Spider. I appreciate that. I want to line it up so that we don't have to move it a whole bunch. Let's try that. Okay. So let's see. Let's go down here. So it's this side. So every time we get out, we're going to pop out on this side. You see, that's kind of far away from it. Will you stop it? So I want to, so let's see, that's not quite, let's kind of park ourselves here. Let's pop in the Seamoth for some air. Pop. I want to line it up so that the edge of the Seamoth is close to that ledge, and then we'll build the actual, like, base part of the base on that ledge, on this ledge right here. So, let's see if I can line it up properly. Only gonna do one or the other, eh? Well, if I build it high enough... You can tell it's not a perfect system. We'll just build it while we're inside it. C, is it C? Yeah, it's C.
Detecting increased foreign bacteria levels in the water. Performing a self-scan is advised.
Okay, so that's the wrong direction. Alright. Alright, self-scan.
self-scan complete. Bacterial infection in your system is progressing. Detecting skin irritation and immune system response. Further data required to identify bacterial strain.
Okay, so where they're placing it, they're placing us inside it. We want to be on this side. And we want to be up. Yeah, like up. Because that's the ledge right there. Yep, this is the ledge right here. So we want to be kind of... I wonder what's blocking it right in this open area. I wonder why it's turning red. Oh, oh, oh. Can I do that? Well, we'll just do that. That should be close enough, right? Yeah, it should be close enough. If we have to build a hallway, we'll build a hallway. Okay, there we go. Now we've got a moon pool that's half supported, half not. Yeah, this game's weird sometimes. And then we know we need power. Oh, 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 oh.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
Getting No Man's Sky flashbacks. It's a little janky, but, you know, we love it. We love the jank. Okay, here we go.
After weeks without human contact, it is normal to experience psychological discomfort. Research indicates symptoms
What's
can
up?
be partly alleviated by adopting a pet or anthropomorphizing an inanimate
Power restored.
object.
All primary systems online.
So now if I did my math correctly...
Welcome aboard, Captain.
Yes! Perfect. So all we have to do is build the house on this side and we're good. Base. I meant base. Okay. Now we've got 9 power out of 75, so it's time to build some more of these bad boys, which means we need titanium and we need copper. So actually, can I repair it in here? No. It'll charge in here, but we're gonna let that ride for a little bit. If we lose power, if we lose power in the main base, then that sea moth is our only form of air. So I'm just gonna let it go for the moment. But we are gonna hunt around for some titanium. Ooh, laser cutter? Laser cutter fragment? Do I have this? Laser.
Blueprint acquired.
Excellent. Laser cutter. That is all but required for properly getting through wreckage. So that's amazing. We're just gonna catch up on some of our biological data. If we ever want to read up on aliens, we'll have it. You know, you scan stuff, you get it in your data. And then, you know, when you need something to read on the toilet, you've got something. We're preparing ahead of time. Titanium. Okay, what do we got? We need one more titanium. And air. So now we're at 48 out of 75, which we don't have the sea moth in here charging, so we're not drawing power from it, so that's good. Yoy. Water. Gosh. The good news is that this is an area with like salt and such, so we should be able to manufacture water fairly easily. Copper. I really don't need copper, but that's okay. Well, here's all the laser cutter fragments. This is where I should have been the whole time. Seraphis, your instincts were correct. We should definitely have been here. There's stuff everywhere. Look, there's even a giant salt pile. Huge salt pile right here. That we can't even, like, we have to have special equipment to collect this much salt. I think Call of Duty players must have been here. Titanium. Okay, here we go. If we add more solar panels, the total amount of power we have available to us will increase. Now, there are other forms of power generation. There's something called a bioreactor that we can put in, which just allows you to, like, cut up plants, dead fish, anything like that. But I don't like building the extra room for it, and I don't In my games, I found it was kind of unnecessary. Like, literally all I have to do is put like 6 of these up and I will never run out of power. Yeah, he got the Call of Duty joke. My husband plays that. I give him a hard time, but more copper? Seriously? I don't need copper. All right, so here's what we're gonna do. We have now begun the process, so we're probably gonna end up spending a lot of the rest of the stream just kind of pumping ourselves up, building ourselves up, establishing ourselves, but that's okay. That's a big part of the fun of the game. Oh. Well, since you're here... Copper. If you've ever been in a Muckluck stream, there's a thing that you can do where you donate and jump scare him, and one of the jump scares you can do to him is just him loudly screaming copper into the mic, really close to the mic. Copper. Sigh, copper. We don't need copper. What we need is to go over to the wreckage site, pick up some titanium, because we need titanium for... and there should be a wreckage site around... Oh, yeah. Ooh, right there. That's what you were talking about. You said there was wreckage around, and I knew there was some wreckage in this... I knew there was wreckage in this biome, but I didn't realize that we were, like, literally right next to it. That's fantastic, though. Whenever we need titanium, we can just literally come out here and, it's like walking down the street to the grocery store, basically. So anyways... Let's not smack the fish. So there's a couple of other things we're gonna need. One very important thing. Or, excuse me. Oh yeah, see, bioreactor, nuclear reactor, alien containment? Ooh. This guy. Gold and table coral. No, I don't need a radio. I need gold and table coral. So now what we're going to do is find our stuff. That's true. The big bada boom alien gun. Oh, and that was the opening act. So if you liked the big alien gun, that was sort of the opening act when it comes to the game total. But obviously it is a survival game, so there's all this stuff in the middle where it's just building and gathering resources. But we're on an adventure. It's part of the adventure. And it's, to me, so immersive in terms of... There's some table coral. Well, no, we have table coral, don't we? If we don't, we can collect some, but... Do we have salt? We do. Okay. I'm gonna pop it. Do we have... Yes, we already have. Okay, never mind. Okay. So first things first, we're gonna do this. Okay. Table coral, gold. Do we have... Yes. Okay, so that's the next thing, is that we need a fabricator. If we don't have a fabricator... Insert name here. Hello! Welcome. Oh, that is the name. Oh, I get it. Wow. I can't... Wow. that took me a minute. I need more coffee, apparently. Hello, insert name here. How are you doing this morning? Thanks for popping in. I can't believe it took me that long to, like, get what was happening there. Your username got me. It got me. I've been gotten. Oh, you know what else we need? Before I forget, and we... Oh, excuse me. Wrong button. Thank you. So sorry. Whoop. We need one of these. Okay. Actually, let's make 2 because why not? Actually, Tori goes quiet as she's suddenly very focused. Okay, now we've got some water. Yep, water. Okay. Fabricator, beacon. Now, we happen to know that it's right next to the wreckage, but, Yep, see, southwest. Now you know why I grabbed the beacon, because if it weren't for generic direction and general memory of the fact that we were next to the wreckage, we just build a moon pool, and then, like, now we have no idea where our moon pool is. So, yes, hello, insert name here. How are you today? Feel free to just go on the chat. We usually just nerd out about things in between, and I'm very lucky. Thus far, no one has seen fit to make fun of my terrible driving, so we tend to... There's a lot of fatality when I'm behind the wheel. Let's see, we are southwest. There's the little one. I think it's this way. I think it's this way. If you haven't seen anything, just to catch up so far, we crash landed on an alien planet, and we have discovered that there is a foreign bacteria in the water that has infected us, and the planet is considered quarantine. We found what looks to be ruins of both previous crash survivors and aliens. And they built a quarantine or enforcement platform that shoots down any ships coming and going. So we need to figure out what we can do, because we can't escape the planet, nor can we be rescued until we can disable that platform. See, we don't know what side the room's going to be on, so for right now I'm going to put this here. So we're building up resources and trying to kind of figure out what to do. I mean, we're infected, so there's that. There's kind of a lot going on. We're gonna keep the titanium for now, but we can drop off the lithium here and the silver and such here. We're gonna drink one of the waters, and so this is gonna be, we technically have lithium and silver, so we have lithium, we have silver, and we'll just leave it at that. Whoops. Leave it at that for now. So lithium and silver, Li and Ag. This is charging. Energy 54%. So now we don't have to worry about crafting additional power cells, because we can recharge the Seamoth in here. It's part of the reason why I wanted to build that first. So let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I'm doing really good, insert name. I've got you and Seraphis with me here, so I'm doing about as good as I can be. Subnautica is one of my favorite games on the planet, and I'm playing it and sharing it with people. I could not be happier. It's a good time. We are human. Yes, I mean, it's a popular game for a reason. Yes, we are a human, in fact. So let me take a look at... I was trying to pull up a blueprint. I'm very poor at multitasking. There we go. 6. We only need 6. Yes, we are a human. That's our feetsies down there. And our legs and our arms. We are currently wearing a radiation suit, as when our ship that we crash landed in exploded, it started leaking radiation. It's leaking radiation pretty bad. So let's see, that's the back side, that's the front side. What do you think? Front side? Back side? I think I like that one better because I think it's more centered over the platform. So we're gonna go that one.
It may be Separate
excuse me, sneeze there.
to maximize productivity. Treat this space as your home, but never forget that it is not.
Okay. Fill up on air. So now you see, Seraphis, why I was trying to be so particular about the way this was oriented, because the animation every time you get out of the Seamoth is the same no matter what. You always get out on the same side. And so what really bites is when you build this big old base and then you add a moon pool to it, and then you get out on this side, and then you have to, every time you want to go to your base, you have to do this. You have to go all the way. I did not want to do that. So I'm always very meticulous to build it so that the hallway to my base is right next to my Seamoth. So here we go. Home sweet home. Excellent. So we're somewhere without a Walmart. Yes. You could say we're not in Kansas anymore. Okay, so I took down my fabricator. Maybe I shouldn't have done that yet because let's see here. So first things first, most important of all, so I'm just going to put the fabricator back up here for the moment so that we have one. I'm just going to, yeah. Maybe I don't need to quite put it near my face, but all right. The most important element. What side is the best view? Where do we put the windows? So we can put on each of these, each of those squares, we can put like a window. I usually put in 3 windows, so I pick basically half the building. So I can put here, here, and here, where we will have a piece of our moon pool in the view. We will have this kind of canyon in the view, and then we'll have this rock in the view, or I can do this side. I don't want to put a window here because I'm just going to get straight rock in my face. So this side, or this side. I don't know. I'm kind of leaning towards this side. I like the little stretches over our mini canyon here. I'm kind of dig the oxygen. Yes. I'm kind of digging that side. So the reason that's important is we can't put a fabricator up on a side we plan on putting a window. So, oh, south side. Okay, hold on. Let me pop back out here. South side. So let me get back up on the building. South side. Oh yeah, south side. Yep, you're with me. Yep. We're thinking along the same lines. South side. So if we put the window south side, and I usually like to do 3, so I usually like to go pop, pop, pop with my windows. So what we can do is that means that all the rest of this is free for putting up fabricators, water purifier, that kind of thing. The water purifier is going to take one of these 2 squares. It could also go here in the corner, but let's see here. And I think... So for right now, I mean, we can leave it where it is for right now, but I'm just sort of planning in advance. Also, I do believe the scanner room's gonna go on this side, so I think I'm gonna put the water purifier on that side. So I'm gonna be fitting the... Yeah, I think I see how this is gonna go. So we don't have the last radio, and we can always move it around if we need to, obviously. We get our materials back when we deconstruct it, but the last radio broadcast we got, too, was also something we kind of didn't elaborate on that, but we got a really strange radio message with like some gurgly noises. In fact, actually, I can replay it for you. I can replay the radio message. This was the radio message.
Playing partially translated broadcast.
9 new biological subjects designated. Mode. Hunting. Analyzing. Sharing subject locations with other agents.
So yeah, that's the last radio message that we got. I can build you here. That's weird. I'm gonna put you over here because you look cute. Over here. Oh yeah. All right. So now we need a goal. We need something to work towards. So we're working towards a couple of things. Glass. Oh, we have a bed. Oh, good. We don't have fiber mesh though. So a couple of things to get started with. Oh, we have that. Also good. Do we want large locker? I usually put up the little lockers because they hang on the wall, but we could put down a large locker. We might want one for a bit. Glass. So we need, that's 2 per, so that's 6 quartz total. So we need 6 quartz. See, that's the thing we don't entirely know. Because, she says, so the aliens are still around, or all of these automations? And we're not entirely sure. The quarantine platform seems, when we explored the quarantine platform, it definitely seemed to be kind of abandoned. The description for the purple tablet talked about moss growing on it, like it's been abandoned for possibly thousands of years. So it seems like
All systems online.
they're no longer around, and these are automated systems. Oh, yes. Insert name asks, are there any large predators we need to worry about? Yes. Yes, there are. There are also small predators, too. There's large and small predators. I don't know how many hours I have in this game. I have some number of hours into this game, and thankfully I have, like, kind of learned by this point how to avoid the large predators. But if you guys both want to see one, I can go kind of intentionally get caught by a predator. We can go experience a predator if you both want. But yes, there are very large predators. There's also the reefbacks. We've gone past a couple of reefbacks, but I probably went past them very quickly, and they're kind of herbivore type critters. Let's see. Yeah, we need to probably stock up on some food and water for real. It's kind of why I want to get a water purifier built. Okay, so you're gonna be valuable. You're kind of, I don't need any of you yet. I guess we'll take you. We'll take you. We'll take a couple of you. I don't really need any of that stuff, actually. I will need for a modification station. Yes. And for a laser cutter, which we should get so we can explore wreckage more thoroughly. Ultra high. Do I have an ultra high capacity tank? I don't. Oh, but I have to have a modification station to get it. Also, depth upgrades. So now when we get a modification station, we can get death upgrade. Yes, death upgrades. No, we can get depth upgrades so that we can go even deeper. The research that we found so far showed us that there is another facility 800 meters down. And, oh, hello, Michael. Welcome. There's a research station 800 meters down, and there's another place that is 1,200 meters down. So right now our Seamoth can only go 200, and it's kind of our only source of air. 2. So we need 2 diamonds. I really need to focus. 2 diamonds and 1 diamond. So we need 3 diamond total. Come with us. Computer chips are gold table and copper wire. Copper wires to copper. So, and we have plenty of copper, and I think most of our copper is on us. So we only need 3 diamonds. I suppose we'll take that. But for the most part, we don't need any of that. We do need some prep for food and water. Actually, you know what? We're gonna cheat. Come here, come here, come here. Drink. We'll get some of this while we're here. Because it could be a hot minute before we get that purifier up and running. Okay. Alright. Water. Yes, we turned that big purple fish into a water bottle. How that works? Shrug. Sci-fi. All right. So we need... Actually, I'm less worried about that one. I'm more worried about the water production. There it is. Titanium 3, copper wire, and aerogel. Okay, aerogel. So aerogel is ruby and that gel sack. Seraphis, back when we went diving for that one captain and I picked up this gel sack, the reason is so that I could make aerogel. So we need titanium. So here's what we should do. We should go back to our base. We should focus water purification, or the water system, because it just generates water bottles. And getting the modification station so we can get more air depth upgrades. All that fun stuff. So we need titanium first and foremost. Titanium. Then we can put in our windows. This is a fun part about the base. Well, when you hit the part of the game where you can't anymore with your inventory and you just have to build a base, this is what it turns into. You're like, I need one of these, and I need one of these, and I need one of these. I need everything. Ah, gel is good. Yes. Useful and good. When we can also build upgrade. Oh, my inventory is full? Okay. Yeah. All right. Let's see. Don't let me forget to put a beacon down this time. I need to put a beacon next to the base so that we can actually find the base. And I'm probably going to stream longer today than normal because I feel like it. I'm just enjoying the game. And I'm really into it, and I want to just keep working on this space. So whoever wants to stick around, definitely welcome all. And we're just going to really enjoy ourselves. I know it's probably getting late for you, Seraphis, but just definitely stick around for as long as you'd like and catch what you miss later. So, now we're at 220, 225. We will need an additional solar panel. When we put that water filtration system in, it's gonna oomph some power. So that means we need quartz. We can certainly get started. Aerogel. So the first thing we actually need to do, this is very important. And actually, I'm not being sarcastic this time. It is actually important. We're gonna put our windows on the south side, right? South side, south side, south side. Boom. All right. Whoop. Sorry. Excuse me.
Farming alien plants is a proven survival strategy. Craig McGill survived 47 months on a healthy, raw salad of live tree roaches. And
What was that? I dropped my knife and then I picked up my knife. Okay. So by doing this, we can now grow the gel sacks. I probably should have turned that bed so it wasn't in the grass, but oh well. It looks more natural that way. So we're gonna do that, and then likewise, 6-hour D&D game in the morning. Well, definitely don't stay up too late. You know, get some sleep if you need sleep. God. It's friendly looking, right? Here's another spot that's also friendly looking. Would you like to see something pretty? Down into the darkness and abyss? Yes. Very friendly looking. And look! Our base is right there. Oh, beacon, beacon, beacon. Thank you for reminding me. I need to put down a beacon. Oh, check this out. Oh, you guys actually get to see this. Good. I was kind of worried. So this is a very unique mechanic in the game. This is a time capsule. How's our inventory? Not empty. We need an empty inventory before we open that. Oh, this is exciting. I'm excited. Okay. Let's drop off some crap. We don't need you right now. We don't need you right now. And we don't need you right now. We definitely don't need you right now. And we have 2 water. Boom. So time capsules are... That's so cool. Oh, we need to scan it first. That there's just one sitting right here. Written and photographic evidence for later retrieval in addition to a number of small items. So time capsules, let's see what we got. Time capsules, what you leave behind. So here's a picture. When I crashed here, I thought this is where I would end. Fortunately, I landed where I did in safe, shallow waters. I wish everyone else would have been so lucky. As for me, I struggled, I fought, I survived. I experienced an adventure I never would have dreamed of. In the beginning, all I could think of was getting home. Now, leaving this place, it almost feels as though I'm leaving home. Enclosed is my friend who helped me through the difficult times here. I tried to convince him to come with me, but he wanted to stay to help be of encouragement to anyone who may find him. To whoever finds this capsule, I hope history hasn't repeated itself. If it has, you will find what you are looking for in the deep. Good luck, Godspeed. And there's this picture. So this is actually left by another player. So Subnautica has this fantastic mechanic where when you finish the game, because even though it's an open world survival, there's an end to the game. You pick a picture from your PDA and some items and you leave them in a time capsule and you shoot it off and then you end the game. And then your time capsule can appear in other people's games. So this was another player who left this. What did they give us? Aww! Oh, they gave us the little stuffed dragon. Oh, I'm so happy inside. Neat. Okay. Water filtration. So we need aerogel. That we're going. Okay, I follow now. I remember where I was. We need aerogel, which means we need to wait for our gel sacks to grow. We also want to... Sir? Excuse me, sir? You like my moon pool, do you? Okay. We need to get some,
Welcome aboard, Captain.
kelp. Kelp. So I think if we go this way... Oh, beacon! Oh,
What are you?
Hello. I'm a human who has crash landed on this planet, to answer your question. Well, that was fun. Some sort of something or other alien, presumably alien. It would have to be alien. It's not known to us. Yes, I'm very fond. Now you can see why I got so excited when I saw it. I'm very, very fond of the time capsule mechanic because it's just such a unique way of having players interact with each other and acknowledging that there's other players who are playing the game, but it still keeps intact that lone survival element. Yeah, it's a very neat mechanic. Seraphis. What? Yes. And that's it. That's all we got. We have no clue what that was or what was going on. I'll grab 2. I'll grab 2 since I'm here. And I'll grab... Where is it? No, it's down here. There it is. Yep, we only need 1. Okay. Yes, it's strange, isn't it? I'm gonna go with some sort of telepathy, probably. I mean, we weren't near our radio or anything like that. We were just out in the water and it just appeared in front of us. And it spoke English. It, like, we could understand, or at least we could understand it, whether it spoke English or whether we just understood it because it was in our minds. Okay, so okay. South side. That's north side. South side. So now we can plant. 97. Those are almost done growing. Almost done. What we're also going to do is, since we have our fiber mesh, thinking. Let's see, if we put, yeah, probably gonna put that there. Probably gonna put the water purifier there. So yeah, we'll put this here. I mean, we can always move it if we need to. There you go. Big old double bed for me, myself, and I. And then we're gonna take that item that player gave us. Oh, radio signal? Oh, I did not mean to sleep. I guess we're gonna go to sleep now. Wrong button, but that's okay. I don't know why, but like, I just adore the fact that the other player gave us that and called it his friend. That's amazing. I've seen a number of those time capsules by now, and that was a really good one. I'm so glad that was your guys' introduction to the mechanic, because that was a really good quality one.
This is Altera HQ. This may be your only communications window. We can't send a rescue ship all the way out there, so Aurora, you're just gonna have to meet us halfway. We've uploaded blueprints to the ship's computer.
Sandwich run, you in?
Yeah, give me a second. Black box data shows the high security terminal in the captain's quarters is still functional.
Becky's leaving like in 5 minutes.
All right, tell Becky I'll just take the regular.
The regular.
Yeah, she'll know what I mean. The code should
And
be...
if she doesn't?
Just tell her the regular, dude.
Okay.
The
if
code...
I say regular, and she's like, what's the regular? I have to come all the way back up here.
The code should be 2679. The regular's just a ham and cheese.
Okay, would you just say ham and cheese?
Ham and cheese.
Okay.
Okay. So Altera HQ managed to radio us. But they can't get to us, so let's see. Data downloads, perhaps? Scan data, terminal data, codes and clues. Oh, high security terminal. Before they lost communications, Altera HQ uploaded the set of blueprints to Aurora's main computer. Aurora is the name of the ship that crash landed, by the way. There's a high security terminal inside the captain's quarters, located behind the prawn bay, from which blueprints should be accessible. So blueprints for blueprints. Yeah, ham and cheese is pretty good. So fun trivia fact for you, but back in the days when Subnautica was still kind of in early access, a couple of guys, I believe it was the Game Grumps, but I may have that name wrong, but they did a they did a playthrough of Subnautica. So if you go back and watch that playthrough now, you'll see what I mean about what it looked like in the early game. And they it kind of has to be, I can't explain it. It's almost something that has to be experienced, but they did this very immersive role play kind of playthrough of the game where they they set it up to where the guy who was playing was just playing the game and he was the survivor, but he had a radio that worked to someone at Altera HQ, and the other guy was kind of role-playing a worker at Altera HQ. And the shenanigans they got up to were hilarious. Oh, it occurs to me, my bed might be in the way. And so it was so... Yep, bed's in the way. It was so good, in fact, that the developers of the game grabbed those two guys and one of the bits from that playthrough and used it as that actual radio message. So that radio message you just heard and the bit about ham and cheese, that was actually from them in their playthrough of the game. The developers just liked it so much that they said, hey, can we take this and put this in the actual game? So, fun trivia fact for you. Oh, I don't have copper wire anymore, apparently. But, yep, I can now put that up. So I'm just going to put that there so I can put the bed down and know that I'm not going to have a issue. Okay, copper wire. Copper wire. Actually, I think I had copper wire made somewhere, but that's okay. It's used for every computer chip, so we'll use it again later. And then I need arrow gel. Oh, I didn't grab the rubies, did I? Ooh. Bad, Tori.
All systems online.
We're gonna go get the rubies. Oh, so for insert name here who has not seen it but was asking about large predators. So it's not a predator, but this is a reefback. So this is a Leviathan class creature. It's called a reefback. It's basically like a large whale. Yes. Indeed. Actually, normally, I would be having a game today myself, although later in my afternoon again, some friends of mine are going through a bit of a rough time, and so we did cancel it. We're probably going to pick up back next week, but yep. Our official schedule date moved from Friday evenings to Saturday evenings or afternoons, just to make everything easier on everyone's schedule, because it happens sometimes. See, I can actually grab all this stuff now because we have room for it in our... Okay. Fishy, 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 fishy. Fish, 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 fish. Did not get that one. Okay. So yes, indeed. Yep, we're going to be actually starting a new campaign, so it would have been today, but again, that didn't happen. So there's our aerogel. We'll just craft it since we're here. I wish I could move this little... Oh, 5E. There's a little icon that's like right in the corner that makes it hard to see some of the words. But yes, we are playing 5th edition. So this today, well, will be next week, is going to be the start of a new campaign. I'm basically going to just narrate them out of the... We were doing Curse of Strahd. I have never done a module before. And so just wanted to try it. I wanted to run a module. You know, they've been around for ever and ever and ever and all of this stuff. And Curse of Strahd, I kind of like vampires and it seemed fun. So I got Curse of Strahd and we tried it. And that's when I figured out the hard way that I was not built to DM modules. I really didn't. It was just rough for someone who's spent their entire career DMing doing only homebrew stuff. I found myself constantly in conflict with, okay, here's what's supposed to happen, and this is the minimum requirement of stuff that's supposed to happen, but, and I know you're supposed to, create your own stuff on top of the module. You're supposed to bend the module. You're supposed to work it for your group. Like, I know you're not supposed to follow the module like exactly, but I found myself in a weird place where I couldn't find that balance. I couldn't figure out how to, you know, take what was already written and make it kind of mine. I'd rather just have straight mine. And I'm a very improv heavy DM. I don't prep a lot. I don't have a lot of notes. And so, yeah, it was just a struggle for me. So and the quality was dipping, and so I talked to my players and I was like, hey, you know, how do you guys feel about me just sort of narrating you out of it and then us moving on to, you know, homebrew content? And they were like, yes. They were like, please. They were like, you know, we enjoyed the experiment. That was great, but your other stuff was way more engaging and we liked your other stuff better. So that's what I did. Yeah, okay, so it was okay, so it was the Game Grumps. I had that right. Okay, excellent. Good. My memory is not always the greatest. But yes, that clip from Altera HQ and the... oh, my brain. The clip from with the ham and cheese sandwich, that's from their playthrough of Subnautica, because the old clip used to be something different, and then they took that instead, which I love. Alright, so we have Dragon Boy back. Let's put Dragon Boy out. We've got water that's generating now, so water won't be an issue. We need copper and titanium. Let's go get some titanium. We're rapidly running out of power. Focus. Oh, well, let's go under. Oh, ha, 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 ha. That was cool. So it's worth it. We're gonna need a lot of quartz. Hello, Mercury. Welcome. Hi, Mercury. Are you gonna come say hi to all the people? Are you gonna come say hi to the microphone? Nope. Okay. Scanner room. We'll get up here. If you want to come say hi to people, come up here. Oh, hi, hello. Oh, ow. Incoming. All right. Oh, sand shark. We'll scan you since you're in front of us. Cat, what are you doing? Are you trying to distract me? Actually, what we're gonna do is we're gonna go up to these reefbacks and we're gonna look for copper there. Reefbacks have resources on the back of them. And, Herd Mercury, yes, when she comes into the room and she wants to be known, she will be known. So on the backs of reefbacks, you have these barnacles that basically function like limestone blocks or sandstone blocks. But they are guaranteed to always give you copper, basically the tier 2 version of whatever. We did get that other copper, right? Yes, kitten. Please stop hurting me, sir. That's at least 2 copper. I wanted more, but that's something. So yes, reefbacks are a really good way to get copper because the barnacles on their backs will always spawn copper. No, I'm not 100%. So part of the reason why I don't have any videos other than the one that like kickstarted everything was a little bit, how to put it. I was like, all right, I'm gonna follow Bear's advice. I'm gonna start a channel, and I had the Notions video, which I knew I wanted to make, And then after that, I only had 2 other videos that I knew for a fact I wanted to make. And one of them was stitching related. And when I went about trying to make them, I've basically been kind of stumbling around in the dark a little bit, for lack of better words. And then outside of just those 2 specific videos, the idea well, if you will, kind of, it's like, well, what do I do? What do I put on my channel? I've just been struggling back and forth with, what do I want to do? What should I do? Of course, I don't want people to subscribe to me and support me and then kind of let them down. I've been feeling that a little bit too. So there's just a whole bunch of different things going on. But finally, plus all of this happened over Christmas and New Year's, just to add to the mess. But finally, oh, I'm not sure about that bed being there now. But I recorded some audio. That's the first. Yeah, there's not a lot there. It's mostly just these Subnautica streams. I finally recorded audio for the first D&D related video that I knew for a fact I wanted to do. And I finally have, I was so relieved. I finally have like, okay, here's how I'm going to do it. Here's what I'm going to put in here. I finally have a clear vision. But it's not, there's no camera or anything like that on me. So I can't just get in front of a camera and talk for 15 minutes. That's not going to work. So it's a lot more time intensive to do what I'm trying to do, which is not quite animated, but very, there's just stills, but it's just a lot more work. I'm drawing them all by hand, that kind of thing. So it'll take me a little bit to get that up there, but that's where most of my attention is going for the moment. And then, after I get that video up, then I'm going to go from there in terms of what I want to put for D&D related content. You know, there might be, pick a few. Oh, it's tempting. Actually, fun backstory. I really should not get so distracted from the game. Copper, quartz. Okay, I remember what I was doing now. I had a group that I thought at the time was a very solid, we would continue to play forever group. And this was before I owned my house. So we were actually just having our game in a local game shop. And he was a streamer. And he brought in his laptop and I bought 6. Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, because there's 5 players. So I bought 6 little clip-on microphones, which I still have. And we were recording for like a podcast. So we were going to, I had plans to do that kind of content, but it fell through. Everything fell through. It just is what it is. But now that you mention that, if people are interested, I would be willing to do that. Now, I don't know that I would do it with my current players because I don't think they would be comfortable with that. But I'm certainly willing to do some DMing. I'm nervous as heck, though, especially when you talk about someone like Bear. I'm not trying to like speak ill of Bear. Actually, I really appreciate a lot of his advice, and I kind of agree with a fair number of his standpoints. But he's kind of like intense, so I'm nervous to DM for someone like Bear because I bet you he'd have a lot of feedback for me, and I'd have to be really ready to receive that feedback. You know what I mean? I can't be in a place where, you know, I have to be ready and willing to DM for someone who I don't really know that well versus people I know very, very well and feel comfortable with in life. Squirm as a player. I don't know if he would squirm, though. He strikes me as the kind of person that wouldn't really squirm. You know, maybe I'm misreading the situation. Maybe that's not true, but he's very, maybe intense is not the word, but very like he knows himself, he knows what he likes, he knows what he doesn't like, he has strong thoughts on things. He's not mean, he's just, you know, very intense. Oh, hi, hello, dang. You know, he's just very again, if I were to DM, I'd be willing to, and like I would love to DM for Game Masters because Game Master said that he'd love to play live, and I know people want to see that happen, but he's not comfortable DMing. But see, I'm a forever DM. I love DMing. I'd much rather DM than play. I think I mentioned in one of the live streams. Oh, fine. I mentioned in one of the live streams that I don't. I haven't played, not really. But I need to make sure that if I do that, that I'm ready to be public about it, and that I'm okay with, you know, the feedback that could come my way if, you know, there's a clash of DMing styles or anything like that. He gets antsy as a player. Well, then there's that too. Like, would he be, if he's not comfortable as a player, that I wouldn't want to ask him to do that if he didn't want to. I'm willing to. If they both came to me, and of course we probably should have more than 2, but you could have just 2. 3 to 4 is usually good, but if they all came to me and were like, hey, we were thinking about doing an actual play type game, would you run it? I'd be willing to. I would just be very nervous. Of course, in the one stream, Bear talked about running a game that wasn't streamed, you know, that wasn't public, so that we could be a little bit more comfortable. And he offered to DM it so that I could have the chance to experience as a player, which I'm also definitely interested in because I don't get the chance to play. And I'm definitely open to the idea of, you know, having that new experience. So one thing we also need, we're going to need lithium for this. Lithium. We might not have enough. Before we put our windows in... Alright, back to the game, guys. Woo! Ah! I meant to do that. I meant to do that. Okay, so this reinforces our base, because without reinforcing our base... Oh, we're out of titanium already. It takes a lot of titanium to do this stuff. Without reinforcing our base, the windows will cause it to bust. There is that mechanic. Excuse me. Alright, so that. Let's get some water. We got bleach. Excuse me, come again. Water, I need water. Also, I need food, but at least food is readily available. And now you know why I wanted the water machine. Okay, window number 1. Window number 2. And window number... I ran out of glass. I did run out of glass. Ran out of quartz. Well, let's go get some quartz and get some more glass. Also, we need more titanium anyways, so... Where's Seamoth? Let's go get some salvage for some titanium. I'm focusing back on the game now, guys. But we'll see. Maybe something with some DMing stuff in it. I mean... Technically speaking, I've been doing this for like 10 years or more. So even though in the live streams with Game Masters and Bear, I feel often so helplessly outclassed that I usually just take on, I'm usually just the quiet listener who's there to get advice and, you know, learn and all of that kind of stuff. Because I do still have so much to learn, just in general, you know. And, but at the same time, outside of YouTube, outside of, influenced by other people, just on my own, I have been developing my own thoughts, my own feelings, my own experiences as a DM by DMing for a large number of different groups, small groups that usually didn't last long, but a fair number of them. Some lasted quite a while, though. And 2 different systems. Oh, look, a time capsule! So even though when I'm on stream with them, I'm the student and they are the master, and I'm totally okay with that because, you know, sometimes you need to be a student. In general, I also, you know, I've been doing it a long time myself, too. I survived. That's true, and I always feel bad about it. You're quietly in the corner, and I feel bad, like I'm talking too much. You know, if you don't, I'm pretty known for my mouth. Like between, you know, in my family and friends and in my social circles, I'm quite infamous for my running mouth. So I tend to be very self-conscious about like, am I talking too much? Am I talking too much? Because if I don't stop and ask myself those questions, if I don't check myself, then I'll just talk constantly. And I can't do that. It's not polite. So I always feel bad that I'm talking too much. But then, you know, you're always so quiet, and part of me wonders if you prefer it that way, you know, if you just want to be quiet. So I try not to... Yeah. Ta-da! Totally worth it. All right, we're also going to put another reinforcement in. I like to put the reinforcements in here because I don't build anything else in here. Okay. All right, we don't have enough stuff. We've got water, we've got that. I still don't like where that bed is sitting. I still feel like that's not quite right. I don't know. Anyone else with me? Anyone else feel like that? I mean, it looks good where it is, but every time my character gets out of it, I'm like face first with that dang water filtration system. Oh. Oh, we got a little Aurora miniature this time. Oh yeah, I need to take a look at that. Oh, you've got a new mic? Oh, excellent. Good, good, good. Yeah, it would be nice to have you chat with us more. Oh, here's our new time capsule. So this is someone else's base. I survived. Remember to always believe and stay focused. Oh, crap. No, I kid. I survived alone, and if I did, you can too. Well, I can survive. It might be his best first. I have no doubt that Bear would love to have you as a guest player if you were to volunteer. Oh, absolutely. Yes. If I would be happy to volunteer as a player. I'd even be happy to volunteer as a DM, but I'm more eager to start as a player, especially beings as I kind of honestly barely know, like Bear and Game Masters and them. I don't honestly know them that well, so. Against the middle window, you think? You think like maybe the head of the bed against the middle window? Yeah, and don't stay up too late if you got your game tomorrow. You can always catch back up with us later. I'm just gonna keep streaming and keep playing. It's gonna be a ridiculously long stream, but that does look good, I'm not gonna lie. Wow, it's even like perfectly centered too. Did I do that? Wow. Okay. There we go, we got our little toy ship. And then we've got our little dude. There we go. Well, that's marvelous. Then when we get up in the morning, because I think it always exits on this side, we can see a little bit out the window. Speaking of, let's go to bed because it's like dark out. Oh, I know. I just remembered. So we got ourselves kind of sort of situated. The next objective really is... The next objective, 100%, is getting to the ship. We need a laser cutter. We need to get to the ship. In fact, oh boy, it is 7 o'clock already. Why don't I prep us up a little bit, and then we may, as much as I don't want to, we can call it, and then we can start with the adventure that we'll be making our way and going through the Aurora ship next time. Aw, well, I appreciate you saying so. I'd certainly love to play with them. If they wanted to, I'd absolutely love to play with them. 100%. It seems like I can learn a lot at the very least. You know, different styles, different people. Where's my seam off? Like for real, where's my ship? Where's my seam off? Did I leave it over by the wreckage? It should have a beacon. Oh! Spider. That's the life pod. Oh my gosh. Did I walk right past it and it's just in the... I feel so dumb. It was right there. It blended in.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
Okay, food. Shit, we need food. Food. There's a lot of stuff we need, but yeah. We're just gonna get some food. Yes, even though you're watching me play it, you should also consider playing it yourself. You should definitely experience this game. It's phenomenal. I actually have my mouse pad is one of those tall, like long mouse pads that is a picture of a ghost leviathan, and just swimming into nothing. I'm not seeing any fish around me. Just cook what we have. It's a very, very good game. But yes, all that to say that I know that the channel is super dry right now. I appreciate everyone's patience a lot. I appreciate everyone's support by subbing. That's just, it means the world to me. It really does. And I am working on the next video, and it's actually progressing. Like, work is actually being done on it, and it will release like literally is the instant it's done and I will just gonna hit the publish button because people have waited long enough. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Well, maybe that it's nice to have you here with us, because even it's a great game to experience yourself, but even if you can't experience it, it's nice to have you here with us so that you can kind of see it and pseudo experience it. I mean, heck, when you think about it, that's probably why streaming took off the way it did, and why people love it so much. You know, I can put somebody on in the background and watch them play a game. Wow, we have a lot of ion cubes, dang. And I can experience that game even though I don't really have the time to play that game because I might be doing something else. So it's really great that we get to share this with people. Wow, Sandshouk out there is just having a ball. Go you go, buddy. Dance like no one's watching. Dance like no one's watching. And with that, I think we'll leave it here. We'll go ahead and leave off. It's been about 2 hours, so we'll go ahead and leave off with the dancing sand shark. So thanks so much, guys. I'll be back about the same time next Saturday as I always am. And go to sleep, Seraphis. Enjoy your game. And insert name here. Yep, I do this every Saturday morning at about this time, so you're welcome to pop in or catch up on the old streams. And we'll see both of you guys later.